I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to Vegas, where they do it bigger and better than any other city when it comes to the big time. Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway.
Block that.
Teddy, I know the situation we have in front of us, a fighter who has low stamina fighting a power puncher, and we know what can happen in the fight, but what can happen before he gets to this point to help him with a fight like this?
Well, when you're training, let him go extra rounds. Let him understand that he does have the stamina. The mental part of boxing is 75%. Most guys, they have stamina, they just don't know it.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Donaire is impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. And right from the start, he's throwing the power punches and landing them.
I think he has a date and he wants to get to it.
Well, he's got the attitude, something's got to stick. He fires off the combination, and they both do.
There's no need to be on the inside, Jen. Come on.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there after getting hit. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Phenomenal pace being set here. They are burning it up early on.
Let's find out who's in better shape. We're going to see.
Good exchange. He fires back. Boxing 101. Jab followed by the straight. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Donaire's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Scores up top with a left. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
Stay on the outside. Baby, come on, champ.
He comes back with the left hand again. Right to the head with that right.
Come on, stay away from those.
Good left hand able to land. Round comes to an end. And that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic, and that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
Here we go. Round two is underway. And he ties up on the inside. He digs in with a left hand to the body. Comes with the right. He's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Blocks the headshot. Donaire's being very patient here, but it's with a plan in mind.
Yeah, it is with a plan in mind, and that's why he's such a successful fighter. He's trying to lure his opponent into a mistake.
Get your hands up.
just grabbing onto his opponent.
Come on now, keep your distance, keep your distance.
Got to be accurate to send the combination to the body, and he does that. Halfway through this round here.
Keep moving. You got to keep that. Come on.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. You had to see it to believe it the first 2 minutes of these rounds. Now these fighters are trying to make everybody... Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Oh, an explosive headshot there. He is down. Donaire's corner needs to really get to their man after this round. They need to treat him after that knockdown. They also need to give him some sound advice. What's the advice you give him?
Well, first of all, if they're going to get the chance to get to him, he better move his head. But the advice I would give him is, hey, you go out this next round and you kill some time. Tie him up a little bit right from the beginning. Don't worry about losing the early part of the fight or the early part of the round. Just get yourself back together.
He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Tried the hook, didn't get it. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there.
That's okay, that's okay. Let it go, let it go.
And we come to the end of round number 2. Donaire's cut man is going to earn his pay for sure. That is a bad gash.
And I'm wondering what he's using in there. You know, you can only use certain things, Avatine, adrenaline, and thrombin. I'm wondering if he's using illegal things right now, because that's the kind of cut that tempts you to use crazy glue.
Just like in the gym.
New round underway here. He's hoping that it doesn't look like the last stanza where he was knocked down.
Well, this is a sport and a profession where hope is attached to something very tangible. You know, it's not just a notion, we hope, but it's attached to his jab, it's attached to his head movement. He has a good jab, he has good head movement. Guess what? He has hope he'll be okay the next round.
Nice strike after catching one by Donaire. Gets rid of that body shot. Well, he's sending more than one at him now, the combo to the head. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counterpunch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Early on in this fight, one of the things I'm going to look for is who's the more well-rounded fighter offensively. Who can do it all with all their punches?
Well, you look for that in any sport, in any profession. You know, you look at a quarterback, you know, in football, the great ones, they can throw deep, but they can throw the short patterns. They can throw the out, the in patterns. Same thing with a fighter.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
Come on now, keep your feet moving. Come on now. Stuff it up. Keep it up. Keep it up.
One, two jabs. Can you believe that? What a change in momentum. He just got rocked. Moments ago, he was the one hurting his opponent.
Reminds you of the song, I can do anything you can do, only better.
Able to cover up that gut. Combo lands to the head. Little head knocking with that right hand. Good counter punch.
Good job.
And now a little combination punching, landing both shots.
Head moving.
And that does it for this round.
Stay away from him. Keep throwing that jab, all right? Keep throwing that jab. Keep on him. Don't give him a chance to set his feet and get any punches off. Fire first.
Listen, I want you to pick his jab. That's right. Pick his jab. When he throws the jab.
Well, if anything has been learned from the first 3 rounds is that sometimes just being the busier fighter will do well for you. And that's the case right now for him as he's up 2-1 on Teddy's scorecard.
Yeah, not always landing a lot. You put it very well, Joe. Not always landing a lot, but keeping his opponent defensive.
Big left hand. Protecting his head well with his guard.
Keep moving that jab, baby. Good shot.
Good combination landing there. On the mark with the straight left hand.
Keep working. Keep working.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Nice work. Great technique. The combo lands.
Off the rope. Go, go.
Donaire's got something to think about now. He just threw a punch and had one coming right back at him. His opponent scored well with the counter. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head.
Come on.
A stabbing right hand by Donaire. Now hugging on the inside. There's a straight right hand. And now committing to that midsection as the target. Donaire's hit by a big shot, comes crashing home. Oh, and he goes down again. The question is, can he rise up and continue on?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Donaire's back up on his feet. Now, what will be interesting to see here is how he reacts in the next few moments. Back to basics here, as you can see the jab becoming a key instrument for him.
Boxing 101. You have an opponent walking in, you want to stay on the outside, use that jab.
Blocks away that headshot. He throws a big wide punch and leaves himself wide open.
Well, it's like leaving your window open in your house in the middle of winter. You know, a lot of cold air is going to come in. Guess what? Some hooks are coming in soon.
Come on, double up on the punches.
Nothing there on the punch by Donaire.
Yeah, baby, good work, good work.
Don't fight his fight. Jab and move. Jab and move. You gotta give me the double jab. You're not giving me the double jab. You're only giving me...
Donaire's got to do something different. A start to a new round, maybe the start to a new beginning of this fight, because what we've seen so far, it's been nothing at all for him. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. There he is, landing a combo. Not much action as he just ties up. Nice combination, throwing more than one. Both scored there. Crashes home with the uppercut. A well-targeted hook to the head by Donaire. I like how he doubles up that jab by Donaire. Donaire sticking to what we've always known of him, Teddy. The style hasn't changed, even though he was knocked down earlier.
You know, a lot of trainers would say, hey, they pat him on the back. They say, there you go, kid. You know, stay with your identity. Just make sure that you correct a couple little things you need to correct.
Oh, that was good right there. You're seeing some smart boxing by Donaire.
Yeah, a little step to the side, break up the pressure, and at the same time, put yourself in a position where you can catch him a clean shot.
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here today?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counter-punching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. And he clinches yet again. He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Donaire. Nice combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score. He is dead. What a big shot. What a turn of events. What a turnaround. He scores his own knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
And that's where scoring a knockdown hurts you sometimes, because now you think he's just going to walk in and get it again. Well, he walked in, he did get it. He got it.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Little double jab to the head. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. He is swinging for the fences trying to get his man after being hurt himself. And round 5 comes to an end. One of his eyes is completely shut. They want this fight to continue on. They want to give themselves every chance they have to win it. What do they need to do?
Well, what they need to do is be very calm in the corner, get pressure on that cut, get the right medicines in there, and maybe find a way to fool around in the corner somehow, dump some water, you know, in the corner where the referee has to spend a little bit more time cleaning it up. They want to get a little bit more seconds.
Unable to steady himself right now after being stunned. Nice block, now the overhand left. Left to the body. Teddy, what's the one thing that shows you a fighter like this is recovered? That a guy who was just knocked down in the last round now comes out for the next round and is fine.
Well, the first thing I look at is, does he behave the way that he normally behaves? You know, is he a guy that all of a sudden starts running at his opponent?
Donaire stunned by that shot. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt.
So in this kind of situation, it's kind of like a...
Oh! He goes down. A barrage of punches just put him down.
Get the umbrellas out. It is raining punches here.
One, two, three, 4, 5. It's over. The fight is over. Donaire's unable to beat the count. Knockout loss for him. That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit, because he knew this was possible, and they got it.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.